We are returned to the days of warm. Almost, which probably means also that it's going to snow next week. Thank you for joining us for another quick business update on all things Xadrum. In some glorious, glorious early spring sun. With the coming of the sun, we get the going of the rum.
Why is the rum gone?
The rum is gone because I've drunk it all. So thank you once again to my colleagues from work for this wonderful birthday present from last year. It's lasted well. Another one, please. First off, quick apology to all of the Trent's Tribe members of our Patreon, as I didn't get a chance to do one of these last month. That's my bad, just far too much going on at the moment, and something had to give, unfortunately. But of course, you will get this about a week or so before I put it out on the main part of the channel. So yeah, lots of things been going on at the moment with the channel and stuff. Things seem to be going okay. We're sort of clawing back numbers slowly. Because we did our shift last year from doing 7 episodes a month for maybe movies to, we initially went down to doing 4, and then we went to doing an episode per theoretical movie to just try and condense everything and make so you can come and see us create an entire film in one sitting. As a result of which, that has an impact on our public watch hours because the volume of content has dropped, and so we're always going to be competing with that based on the previous year's numbers. That should now no longer be an issue because we should be almost at the point where we made that change. So we're slowly starting to see gains in our numbers, which is nice. And again, as always, thank you to everybody who checks out the channel, who checks out the shows that we do, and thanks to everybody who's recently been commenting as well. It's more than welcome and much needed. So, cheers to you. Yeah, a couple of things that have come up, which will have an ongoing impact on what we do. Hopefully, I can minimise this as much as possible. The main one being that, unfortunately, before the beginning of June, I have to vacate this flat, which means big upheaval in more ways than one. Adding that into everything else that I do with regards to my work at the Norfolk and Orange Hospital, the stuff that I do as an actor as well, all of this kind of thing. It's just more pressure to invite madness. As I say, I will be doing my best to make sure this has as minimal an impact on the channel and on the business on the whole. My apologies if there's anything that I miss, if some of the stuff that comes out that's not quite as we normally do it. It's probably because I'm trying to balance all of these elements. Hopefully this will all be resolved as early as possible, and we will then work to establish a new status quo as and when that happens. And of course, thank you to everybody for your support and understanding with this unprecedented time of upheaval. Did I just make a soundbite? If you want to use it, that's £5, thank you. Sorry. So that's the big thing. And again, the other thing that this may have an impact on is for the release of our next book, Portals. Again, I'm hoping it doesn't, but it's kind of in the mix with everything else. It may get delayed by 2 or 3 months, and of course, Stephen, again, as I have already emailed you about this, I do apologise, but I know you understand, and from what you said, I cannot say thank you enough to your understanding and your patience on this as well. Otherwise, though, as I said, we're kind of like moving ahead with stuff. God knows what the delirium will become with regards to the move. If you have been watching the videos, then you'll know that I've been including our new ad spot in there, kind of quite liberally through everything that we do. But again, as somebody recently pointed out to me, you can make the most wonderful masterpiece in the world, but if you don't market it right, nobody's ever going to see it. So, bottom line is that Xadrum is a business. The channel exists to support the business, so please forgive a small amount of self-marketing, self-aggrandizement? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. You know what I mean. Anyway, selling ourselves a little bit on our own content. I don't really have that much of a problem with that. But I think that's probably about it, really. As I said, these are always normally pretty short. We're still waiting to see sort of any kind of traction from the ad. but these things can take time. Otherwise, though, I will endeavour to get back onto doing one of these for patrons only for next month and for May as well, as I generally tend to do. If I can't, see above for reasons why, but obviously I'm still trying to keep everything together, and don't worry, we are still here. We are still afloat because we have rum. Thank you again for checking this out. I will be back with another one of these next month, possibly with the same backdrop, possibly not. You'll just have to come back and find out. In the meantime, though, thank you, and as always, look after yourselves, look after one another, and also a huge, huge thank you to all of our recent patrons as well. Your faith in us is heartwarming. So thank you. And as a Hungarian friend of mine once taught me, Egészségre.